Welcome back. You're back here with Expresso on SABC3, where we are continuing the Chinese New Year celebrations with huge celebrations took place yesterday all over the world. And right now we have Mr. Defa Tong with us. He is the Deputy Consulate General for China in Cape Town to tell us a bit more about the very interesting Chinese culture and especially the culture that's celebrated during the New Year. Mr. Defa, very welcome to Expresso. Nice to have you.
Thank you for having me here.
And may I just say a very, very happy New Year to you as well.
Same to you, and I'd like to take this opportunity to speak to South African audience. A happy Chinese New Year, and wish you have an auspicious, happy, and lucky Year of Snake.
Oh, it's the Year of the Snake. On the topic of the Year of the Snake, what does it mean, the Year of the Snake? Because it's every single zodiac sign in the Chinese culture has got some specific meaning to it.
Yes, and Year of the Snake is the number 6 in the Chinese zodiac. And it means, great changes this year for the Year of the Snake. And people born in the Year of the Snake usually are very clever and very intelligent. They are logical and rational. And they usually doing business very well. And they have, people say they have the sixth sense, and they have exceptional taste. They are, very fashionable and very intelligent. But usually they need to be focused and disciplined.
All right, so it's really looking forward to a good business year, 2013, being at the Year of the Snake.
Yes, Year of the people born in the Year of the Snake, they have a good opportunity to doing business well.
Fantastic. Let's talk a bit about the Chinese New Year. What exactly does it mean, besides the fact that you guys are celebrating a new year?
Chinese New Year, we call it the Spring Festival in China. It's the first day of the lunar month in Chinese, according to Chinese calendar. It's originated, about 16,000 to 11,000 BC in Shang Dynasty. It's really, about, at the time, people offer sacrifices to gods and ancestors at the end of the year, at the beginning of the new year. But it's really a family reunion. I think like Christmas in the West and also in South Africa, people, no matter how far away they're from home, they will, go back home and to have a reunion with the family members. It's really a family gathering, and you may see these days, it's the biggest migration in China during this time.
That is fantastic, because it is really a special time of year because of, renewing a fresh start to the year. But I also do know that there's a big Chinese community living in South Africa. What has been taking place here?
Oh, yes. Recently, there are quite some Chinese living in this country. So celebrating the Chinese New Year is also becoming more fashionable, especially in Joburg area. Well, majority of the Chinese people live in Joburg. I know on the 16th this month, today's 11th, 5 days later, there will be a big gala at the Chinatown at the Derrick Avenue in Geraldine.
Okay.
It's a whole day event. In the daytime, they have street fairs, lion and dragon dances. Of course, they pay sacrifices to the god of money. It's very important.
Yes.
And then at dinner, there will be a big gala dinner. A lot of tables settled on the streets. People just eat in the open air. And of course, there is a must, the fireworks show in the evening.
Oh, it sounds fantastic. We had a lion dance a little bit earlier on the show. I don't know if you saw, but it was incredible.
Yes, it's incredible. And I'm also impressed because the lion dances are danced by South Africans. It's not Chinese at all. But you can see these days, because with the information knowledge, a lot of people, in the world around enjoying the Chinese festivity. So that's why I can see Chinese people, South African people I can play, lion dances.
Oh, man, I can't wait. I mean, if you did get the chance to see that live, get down there and see. We'll put all the details on our Facebook, on our Expresso show page. Then you also mentioned that it's a good business year, you being at the Year of the Snake. The business relations between South Africa and China, how would you describe that? What is it like?
Oh, yes. Since the diplomatic relations between our two countries on January 1st, 1998, business cooperation between our two countries has grown rapidly. I can give you a few figures which you may give you an impression. At the beginning of our diplomatic relations, the bilateral trade is only about $1.6 billion US. But last October last year, it's about 49.1 billion US. It's about 30-fold increase. And actually, every year there are more and more people-to-people exchanges between our two countries. Last year, I understand, according to the statistics by South African Tourism Department, about 100,000 Chinese visit this country.
Yeah.
It's a great increase.
Very, very good. Just on the very last note, quickly, we've got these red envelopes, which are very significant to the Chinese New Year. What are they all about, quickly?
It's we call it a hongbao or a red envelope.
Hongbao.
Yes, originally it means, in Chinese we have name, 压岁钱. Ya means suppress, qian means money. So, it's different according to the people who received. If for the young children, this means that, to drive the ghosts away and
so good fortune.
Good fortune for the young children to grow up. If you give this envelope to the elders, it means, to suppress aging and wish for the longevity for the elders. So it's usually a lucky and good fortune. So I may bring this to you.
Oh, thank you very, very much. Thank you very much for joining us this morning, and also once again a very happy New Year to you.
Thank you very much, and Happy New Year again for South African viewers. Thank you very much.
Love it, love it, love it. We are going to be continuing all the celebrations here on Expresso. Don't go anywhere. A quick ad break.